I want to take the time now to explain what we've talked about in a little different way, all right? What we've talked about is we've said that girls have 44 autosomes and 2 sex chromosomes, an X and an X chromosome, all right? Boys, okay, also have 44 autosomes and an X and a Y chromosome, all right? Then what we've talked about is this. We've talked about this process called meiosis. And meiosis, okay, happens in the reproductive organs. So in the ovaries for girls and in the testicles for guys, right? Now, what happens in meiosis is in boys, these 44 chromosomes, 44 autosomes divide, okay, in half, and the X and Y chromosome are divided in half to produce sperm. And the sperm, okay, have a Y chromosome, and there's other sperm that have X chromosomes. These chromosomes have to segregate, all right, so that when they combine with the gametes from mom, okay, everybody gets what they need, right? So in meiosis in women, okay, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have eggs, all right, that are all going to have 22 autosomes, and all the eggs will have an X chromosome because mom, when these chromosomes segregate, when they separate, okay, into 2 different cells, okay, it's the same chromosome. Now, the genes might be different, right, but it's literally the same chromosome, all right? Now, what happens? Well, let's say this one was mom, right? Let's call her Daisy, right? Let's say this was dad. Let's call him Walter, all right? So if Walter, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to join these 2 eggs together because they're basically the same, right? Because the autosomes get divided and all the eggs look the same, right? Now, if this sperm joins with this egg, the result would be a boy, right? If this sperm join with the egg, then the result would be a girl, right? So that's what you need to understand, all right? That meiosis produces the gametes, all right? The sperm and the eggs, right? And then it's mitosis, right? Mitosis is what allows us to make more of those new cells, okay, of those fertilized eggs, and eventually become a boy, right? So remember, we need mitosis, we need meiosis, okay, equally, because remember, one produces our sperm and our eggs, that's meiosis, and once the sperm and the egg join, okay, that new cell that's going to become us or your baby one day has to go through mitosis over and over and over and over. So more and more and more cells get together and made. 9 months later, you get a boy. Mitosis continues to happen all the way through until you get old. And when you get old, eventually mitosis stops. And that's why you start to look old, like me. If you look at my hands, I have wrinkles and all these different things because mitosis is not happening as readily in my skin. So when mitosis stops, we stop making new cells, okay, and that's when we start to get old. But so it's very important that we understand the difference between mitosis, okay, making regular cells, and meiosis, which is the making of sperm and egg.